Hi guys, it's Wombat, and this is my first conscious revisit of a map ever, and for a ton of good reasons. It's easy to forget that Arayas is the sole creator of this map when you consider how much this map has developed over the past 6 months or so. On April 23rd of this year, I did a review of version 1.3, saying it wasn't compatible with either Turkey nor promods. I may also have complained a little bit about the cities looking rather dead or not lifelike, like you have seen in other maps since then. For instance, I didn't ever see any people in any of the towns. You just had cars running around in ghost cities. And finally I did some complaining about wanting to do a video of the map, but didn't get around to actually release something until version 1.3 came out, because I think I tried to do the first video on version 0.9, and 2 or 3 times I was this close to actually releasing a video, and just a day or two before I was ready to release it, a new version came out and everything I had said about the previous version was wrong. And finally, when I got the version 1.3 out, I more or less gave up on it, and as you know, today this map is not only compatible with promods, it's the preferred way of connecting Turkey to Europe. Of course, today Turkey itself is compatible as well, but in previous versions the only way to get Turkey to work was by going via Project Balkans, and in that case you had to use an older version of Turkey, specially customized to work with promods and Project Balkans. And when most of the Romanian cities were available in version 0.9, not only have Romania expanded beyond the borders of Romania, but to both Bulgaria and Serbia, and later on also to Moldova and Ukraine, but the cities and roads all over Romania have been refined and perfectioned to meet the standards we are used to on, say, Rusmap and Poland rebuilding. Yes, there is still some way to go before we see the same beauty as promods delivers, but when promods is several different teams working on different parts of the map, Romania Extended is still just one guy. And if Arayas by any chance is listening, I did notice that there in this version are people on the streets every here and there, and there are music in some places. The cities are coming to life. So with that said, let's go through it all, the new changes as well as the changes we've seen over the last 3 months with version 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.65, 4 versions in 3 months, and now version 1.7. Let's do this. And here we have the map, or actually we have 2 maps here. To the left is the map in the free version, and to the right, and it's the promods version of the free map, and to the right is the promods version of the premium version, the one you have to pay €1 to get. And as you can see, there are some differences between those, or these 2 maps. Yes, they're not huge, but they are there, and I think we need to address that elephant a little bit, because just like other maps are doing or starting to do following promods, Romania Extended is available as both a free map and a paid map. But unlike promods, there are also differences between the versions, as you saw, obviously favoring the paid version. And I have mixed feelings about that, because I'm all for creators and modders being paid. I'm a humble content creator myself and would also like to see some financial compensations for the money and time I spend on, for my part, buying an equipment, and that allows me to create content. But I'm not in favor of bringing more content to users who choose to buy their way out of, in my case again, viewing commercials or seeing banners instead of watching the advertisements. Since both ways of accessing stuff can create revenue, I don't see a reason to diversify and favor some above others. And I know you can say that a single euro is nothing to perhaps, and hopefully you, and definitely me personally, but I also understand that a euro can be to others money they do not have, and my heart cries out to those who see spending a euro as an obstacle they can't overcome. And for that reason I personally believe that all and any mod should be available in the same version for everybody, and that the benefits of paying for a mod is found in higher download speeds, email with information about newer versions, and perhaps even better support. To me, just getting the email notification about a new version is worth that euro. If everyone offered that, I'd probably pay a euro to most of the map creators whose map I'm playing on, because I spend parts of my day looking for news on different sites, and it's quite time consuming. And with that said, in this video for the images I am using the paid version, and that means that there might be differences between what you see here and what is available to you, despite we both being on the same version. So, to go through the new things in this version, both the paid and free version. To begin with, I just want to say, for anyone who has watched version 1.3, and also for those who haven't watched it, yes, Arayas Romania extended in both the paid and free version is available in versions compatible with both promods and Turkey, and another version that isn't promods compatible. So in reality 4 versions then, one with promods compatibility and one without, and of those 2 maps, one version that is free and one that is paid. Moving on to the actual news of version 1.7. There are new traffic signs. That is one of the first things you will probably see, that there are special Romanian and Serbian characters and Cyrillics in Bulgaria as well. And I think that's a brilliant move. It makes the map much more authentic and realistic. You wouldn't expect to go to Stockholm, where I live, and see signs on your way up to Stockholm. Well, that is a very, very bad example, because Stockholm is spelled the same way in English and Swedish. You do know what I mean. The signs in Denmark to the capital of Denmark doesn't say Copenhagen, they say København. Moving on. There are also Cyrillic names for Bulgarian cities when viewing the map, and I totally understand why people wanted that. And as you know, it's the same thing for both Russia, open spaces, Rus map, southern region, China, etc., and a lot of other maps as well. But I wish there was, and there probably will be, an add-on mod that translates the city names back to English. And it would still be authentic if there were, since I could have bought such a physical map in any city in Romania anyway, with the names in English. And you know, Cyrillic isn't my favorite character set. I know my way around the differences between Mars, Gas and Zil written in Cyrillic, but that's just 3 truck manufacturers using 3 letters. There are new road and ferry connections for both versions. The only ferry connection I miss when I'm downloading the ferry connections is the Romania extended to EAA. There is not any version of that in the pack with all the ferry connections in it, but fortunately the old one still works, so that's good. That's the news for the free version. On top of that, we have the additional features you get when you get the premium versions. You'll get the city of Tiraspol. Didn't pronounce that correctly. It's in the Republic of Moldova. Moldova, I don't know, I don't care. And then you have Odessa, Ukraine. Yes, we are seeing parts of Ukraine here, and I'm just hoping we will get more of that in the future. A lot more. You know, right now, Ukraine is the single biggest hole in the map setup I use, and it has been impossible to fill that gap since forever. And it could turn out to be an important step for Arayas as well, since some rumors are saying that Romania would be the next map DLC, which would then be released sometime in 2019, I guess. I personally do not think Romania is SCS next DLC for a few reasons, one of them being that SCS themselves says that the next DLC, wherever it is going to be the biggest DLC ever. And, you know, Romania is a big country, but it is smaller than France. So I don't think Romania, for that reason, is going to be the next DLC. But I could be wrong, I've been wrong before. And in any case, moving into Ukraine is not going to be the next DLC for sure. So Ukraine as a continuation of Romania Extended, or possibly an add-on map to Romania Extended, will both get more users and also secure Arayas the title of being the most productive map creator of all times. Not that he isn't already. We also, and you've seen that already, we have some bad road textures in some places. And Arayas says in the email when I received that about the new version, warning, you can be thrown off the road at high speeds. And I can not confirm because I haven't been thrown off the road yet, but yeah, they are pretty bad. And to be honest, first of all, I think it's great that we've finally seen some bad textures on the roads. But in my opinion, they are too big, and I think they are in the wrong direction. I mean, isn't there supposed to be holes in the road instead of, I don't know, a mountain? Sometimes it actually feels way too big, some of those textures. But it is a good start. I love to see more of that in the future. There is also a new ferry connection from Odessa to Turkey, and there is a new company in Chisinau. Didn't pronounce that correctly either. It's outside the city. And most importantly, perhaps, there are more than 1,000 kilometers of new roads connecting Chisinau, Odessa, Tiraspol and Galati. And there are new border points between Romania, the Republic of Moldova and Ukraine. So as you can see, there's a lot of new things available in the new versions, but again, the biggest changes are seen in the premium version. So my view on version 1.7 is that it is a fantastic step in the right direction. It has, as you would expect, many new roads, about 1,000 kilometers of new roads. It has some new cities, and perhaps most importantly, at least for me, the expansion into more of Ukraine. And you know, the new cities on this map are looking absolutely stunning. They are really, really beautiful to look at. They are so beautiful to look at that they make the older parts of the map not look ugly in any way, but look too, I don't know, sterile. You see the same thing with the SCS own maps, and that's why SCS is going back to Germany and redoing the first maps they created, because you know things happen over time. Maps get better and better, look more and more beautiful. The same thing has happened to SCS as has happened to Romania Extended, and I guess happens to all maps. The newer parts are the most beautiful ones. The cities are coming a little bit to life. As you can hopefully see, you'll find not a ton of people, and nothing like the Hungary map. The Hungary map is the Hungary map, and no one has ever copied what the Hungary map has done to cities, but they are coming to life on Romania Extended, and I really enjoyed seeing that as well. Finally, not so much about this map really, but about my big map setup, in case you wondered. Yes, the new version is compatible with that big map setup. Just replace the files, include the new YKS Turkey fix and ferry connections, and you're fine. And some of my viewers have been, when talking about Turkey, been complaining about issues in Turkey. And all of the cases where the users have done as recommended, download the newest version of Arayas Romania Extended, have solved those issues. And several users have, just like me, already installed the new version of Romania Extended, and it works beautifully with the big map setup. And with that said, I'm done for the day. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope to see you again next time. Take care. Bye bye.